Hi, this is Town of North Hempstead Supervisor Judy Bosworth. In the interest of keeping our senior population safe, we have partnered with our Project Independence fitness instructors to provide virtual classes. This way, you can still get the exercise you're used to from the safety of your home. Please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Rebecca, and I will be guiding this chair yoga class here for you on North Hempstead Television, Project Independence Exercise. Most important thing about chair yoga is to have a sturdy chair, a chair that you can sit on, it's not rocking, that maybe if you move to the edge of the chair, it doesn't lift up. Make sure the chair is sturdy. Make sure that you have nothing kind of in the area, because we will be moving and doing poses on the chair. So you want to make sure that you have, a lot of space in your area, and again, that you're not moving the chair if you slide forward or back. You should also be able to plant your feet on the earth, nice and flat, or you can have blocks or books handy so that your feet are flat. You want your feet to have a good foundation, to have a good connection with the earth. And you also want to make sure that you're on a comfortable chair again that is nice and sturdy. So that all being said, let's just start out by taking gentle breaths in and gentle breaths out, just like in any yoga class. Just kind of find the rhythm of your natural breath. Maybe placing your hands on the tops of your legs, or maybe you've got your feet on blocks or books, whatever is comfortable for you. I'm going to start out by lifting my feet up just a little bit. Hands are on the front of the knees. My shoulders are stacked over my hips. The crown of the head is reaching up toward the sky. Hands are on the knees. Gentle breaths in and gentle breaths out. Exhaling, releasing tension in the shoulders, releasing tension in the lower back. Actually imagining on those exhales, those releasing breaths, that the tension's floating out on that exhale. So we take in a nice positive breath, fill those lungs with positive energy, something really positive in your life, things that are going on that make you happy, and just think about that. Bring that into your body, and then exhale to release the tension, the things that are keeping you tight, and notice how the body softens. When the body softens is when we're really able to come deeper into poses. We're able to twist a little further. And it's just really good to learn that, to kind of throughout the day, just take a nice breath, take a breath in, positive breath, and exhale to release. If something's making you tense, if you got a scam phone call, or you're feeling a little bit lonely, you're getting tense, take that breath in. Fill up the lungs with that positive thought, and exhale and release, and just imagine the tensions leaving the body. Body really softens nicely. So continue with that breath pattern, in breaths and out breaths, positive energy on the inhales and releasing breaths on the exhales. Breathing in and breathing out. Gentle breaths in and gentle breaths out. Those exhales, finding a little better connection with your seat, finding a little balance in your foundation, which is your seat. And then we're going to bring our arms to a T. turning the palms up toward the sky. We're going to inhale the hands up, fingertips reaching up toward the sky. Turn the palms down, lowering the arms all the way down until maybe you tap the seat of the chair. Turn the palms up, lifting up, keeping the arms nice and engaged. You know, soft arms, you're not really engaging, you're not strengthening as much. So if you can keep those arms nice and straight, you're engaging the arms and you're strengthening. Turn the palms down again till they tap the chair. Inhale up. And this time bringing the palms and fingers together and lowering to heart center. We're going to set an intention for today's class. As always, your intention is something that you intend to accomplish for yourself. And I always say maybe that intention is just coming to class today. So if that is your intention, you've succeeded. So enjoy the rest of the class. If your intention is to find alignment, or maybe you have something you need to do today that you need to accomplish something later on today. That will be your intention, but it's for you. Then we dedicate the class to someone or someone who brings you joy, who makes you smile. Maybe it's a pet, a friend, a family member. Take a nice deep breath in and a big open mouth exhale. Nice. Here we're going to inhale those fingertips up. Cross all the fingers on both hands, turn the palms up. Exhale, we're going to lower down, pushing the palms forward so those arms are staying nice and engaged. Inhale to rise up. See, the arms are nice and engaged. You're connecting to your breath. Exhale. Exhale, we lower down. And inhale, we rise up. And one more time, inhale to lower down. Inhale to rise up. Now we're going to start out by keeping the arms up. Palms are facing each other. We're going to do some side stretches. So we're going to lower the right hand so that maybe it's just just tapping your chair on the side. And we're going to inhale that left hand up and over very gently. We're not forcing a fold here, making sure the chair is nice and sturdy. Just a nice gentle stretch on the left side of the body. If you want, you can also hold on to the chair. Maybe bring that arm back. We're stretching the left side here. So it's inhale and exhale to fold. Nice stretch. And one more time. Exhale and slowly bring those arms up to meet palms facing. And now we're lowering that left hand onto the left side of the chair. You could just gently have that left hand up against the chair, or if you want to grab onto the chair, the front or the back, whatever's comfortable for you. We're stretching the right side of the body. So that's what we're doing, just making sure you're nice and grounded on the left side as we stretch the right side. So that right hand's coming up and over. You can also just use that elbow if you want. You get a nice stretch if you bring that elbow up. It's a nice tighter upper side stretch too. So whatever feels right for you. Inhales and exhales. And slowly come up, bring that left hand up. Nice. And then lowering both hands onto the front of the knees. So you're just kind of cupping the knees with the right knee with the right hand and the left knee with the left hand. Shoulders are stacked. Finding balance in the seat, we're going to slowly start to warm up the cervical spine. So just looking to the right and pausing, center, pause, and to the left and pause. And just do that a few times. Taking it slow, you never want to rush through neck exercises, right? Everyone's probably experienced some kind of neck strain or pain. So you know to kind of be really gentle with your neck. And then let's gaze forward. Just making sure those shoulders are stacked. We're going to continue to stretch out the neck. So you want to make sure that spine, the cervical spine, everything is aligned. And just slowly start to lower the right ear toward the right shoulder, stretching out the left side of the neck. If you want, you don't have to do this. You can bring the right hand up and over to the left side of the temple and just gently guide that right ear toward the right shoulder. You don't have to do this. This is just makes it a little bit more intense. So this is fine without guiding, whatever feels right. So if you have been using that right hand, just slowly place it back on the right leg and slowly roll the chin toward the chest. And we're going to roll the head back nice and slow. Just look at your tile right over your head. Don't go back further than that. And gaze forward. And now we're going to lower that left ear toward the left shoulder. So again, making sure you're nice and aligned, lowering that left ear. We're stretching out the right side of the neck. So that's what you're paying attention to. If you bring that left hand up and over to the right side of the temple, paying attention to the right side of the neck. You don't want to guide it too deep. Very gentle if you're doing it at all. And remember that left ear, we're guiding the left ear toward the shoulder. We're not bringing the left shoulder up. And then slowly lower that left hand onto the left knee. And exhale, rolling the chin toward the chest. Nice. And rolling that head back very slowly. Beautiful. And gazing forward. Let's go ahead and bring those arms to a T. Turning those palms up, arms nice and engaged. Inhaling, gazing up this time. On the exhale, lowering the hands down and bringing the chin toward the chest. Inhale those hands up. Rolling the head back. Maybe gazing at both your thumbs. And exhale, lowering down, rolling the chin toward the chest. And this time we're going to bring those hands up. And we're going to come into a twist. So on the chair, depending on the type of chair you have, that right arm's coming behind you. So I have a very high back chair. So I'm going to bring my right arm kind of behind the chair like this. You may have an arm or you may have something else. Just find a way for that right arm to comfortably ground down, because that right arm is acting as your anchor to keep your spine aligned. That left hand's coming on the outside of that right leg. We're going to turn that left hand so the palm of the left hand is facing the wall, and bring the hand back just gently. That keeps that left arm nice and engaged. So we're going to inhale and exhale, releasing. Remember, the body softens and we twist to the right. And this is a guide. We don't force. We never force the body. So we've got a lot going on here. Even though we're just in a twist, we've got that left arm fully engaged. The right arm's behind you as your anchor. We're inhaling to lengthening the spine. We're exhaling. We're twisting with the upper body. Hips are facing forward. Those exhales, body softens. I'm going to come deeper into my twist, but I'm listening to my body too. I don't want to over twist. And continue to breathe. I do cue breath a lot, but if I don't, it doesn't mean that you should hold your breath. So let's take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale, twist to the right. And slowly coming out of it. Nice. Bring those arms to a T. Inhale those hands up. Realign the spine. And then exhale, we're going to twist in the opposite direction. So make sure you're comfortable. Chair is nice and sturdy. Left hand comes behind. Right hand's coming on the outside of that left leg. Turning the palm toward the wall. Keeping that right arm nice and engaged. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, twisting. So we're twisting the upper body. Hips are forward. Inhale and exhale. Continuing that pattern. Bringing that right arm back. Keeping that right arm engaged. Left hand behind me, my anchor. Inhale. One more time. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center. Bringing those arms up. Bringing those hands together and lower toward heart center. So we're going to do some seated cat and cows here in this chair. So you may need to come a little bit forward in your chair, and only do that if you have that really good sturdy chair. You know it's sturdy, you know it's not moving with you. The chair is staying regardless of where you are on the chair. So let's just come to a little bit forward, because when we come into cat, we're going to round the spine. And if you're right up against the chair, you may not be able to get good distance. But if you're finding the chair is not feeling great, then please don't come to the edge. Just listen to your body and make sure the chair is nice and sturdy. So go ahead and come sliding to the edge of the chair, not to the edge really, just toward, a little bit toward the edge. So there's just a little bit of space between the back of the chair and your back. I'm going to place those hands on the front of the knees. We're going to inhale. We're bringing the chest up. We're coming into cow. So my arms are nice and soft. Abdomen's coming forward. I'm gazing up, inhaling, and then I'm exhaling, chin to chest, straightening out those arms, rounding the spine. And then inhaling, softening the arms, gazing up, and exhaling, coming into cat, rounding that spine, chin to chest. My arms are nice and engaged. Do this about 3 times at your own pace. Nice and slow. Exhale. Remember, exhale. We're softening. Chin comes to the chest, rounding the spine, straightening out those arms. So nice. This is my last one. Gazing up, softening those arms. Exhale, releasing. And then coming back to your neutral seat. Let's slide ourselves back onto the seat. Depending on how that chair is, when I slide back really far, I do find that my feet aren't as comfortable on the floor. So I am using my blocks when I feel that I need them. I listen to my body. So we're going to come into a gentle forward fold. So we're going to be hinging from the hips. So if you take your thumb and just kind of push it into the hip crease for a minute, and notice when you hinge forward, that's where we're going to hinge from. So when we're doing chair yoga, when we're on chair yoga, we're going to use the chair. So let's bring our hands behind us. Maybe grab onto the chair behind you. You can have, depending on the type of chair that you have, just kind of secure a position, angling down a little bit. Your arms are straight. And then we're going to start to hinge forward, lowering down. My hands are sliding up. I'm not like holding myself in place. I'm kind of moving with my body. I'm hinging forward, coming into a forward fold, still hinging from the hips. I'm keeping my spine nice and aligned. I'm not lowering my head. I'm trying to keep everything aligned. Reaching forward. On my inhales, maybe I'm reaching a little bit more forward. Exhale, softening. Then I'm going to pull myself up using my hands. Nice. Bring those arms to a T and inhale those hands up. And exhale, lowering down. And this time, we're just going to place the right hand on the chair behind us. Just gently. And then kind of lower down. See, my hand is sliding up the chair. And then I'm going to lift my left hand forward. So my seat is pushed up against the back of the chair. I am making sure this chair is nice and sturdy. I'm reaching my left fingertip forward. I'm hinging forward a little bit. Palms are facing in. And just hinging forward. And I'm using that right arm to bring me right back up. I'm going to bring those arms to a T. Nice. Lowering down. And let's bring that left hand now onto the back of the chair. You can be really creative on your chair, finding your own comfort. Everybody who's watching the show is probably seated in a very different chair. Maybe you're on a kitchen chair or a metal chair. So just kind of find what works for you. Then we're going to bring that right hand out in front of us, fingertips reaching, palms are inside, and we're leaning forward. Leaning forward. Almost like if we were in tabletop and coming into a spinal bound. Fingertips are reaching, then pulling yourself back up. Inhale those hands up, bringing palms to center, and lower to heart center. So we're going to start to do some other kind of poses on the chair, keeping your blocks nearby. If you need a block or a book, and no, if you need to stand up from your chair, you do. If you need to move around, if you want to stretch those legs out. In fact, before we do the standing poses, let's go ahead and find the feet on the earth. Let's send both legs up. They don't have to come up all the way. And just point and flex the feet. Get some movement in the ankles, rotating the ankles in one way or in the other. Flex and point, flex and point. And then lower down. Lift the left knee up just a little bit. And keep those ankles moving. And lower down. Let's do the same thing on the right leg. Kind of rotating those ankles a little bit. And then lower down. Great. So we're going to come into a warrior one on the chair. So depending on your chair, you have to kind of figure out your chair. You're going to want to shift the body to the left. So kind of angle the body to the left. We're sending the left foot out. That's your front foot. Left knee is over that left ankle. And we're sending the right leg back, kind of like a 45 degree. Find what's comfortable for you. So you can actually come into almost like toward the corner of the chair is coming out and you're angling back. Or depending on the type of chair you have, I have a very wide chair, so I'm just going to send that leg back. I'm keeping that knee soft. Bringing my hips, so my hips are forward. This is as good as it's getting on the chair. So my hips are forward. I may move a little bit more to the edge. Sending the leg back a little bit of a 45 degree, hips are forward. And bringing those hands together. So here I am in a warrior one. I have a very sturdy chair, so I'm comfortable on here. You should have a sturdy chair too. You can also do this leaning back further toward the back of the chair. We're going to lower that right hand on that right leg. Lift those left fingertips up, gazing at that left thumb. Hips are forward. Nice. Then we're going to bring that right hand up. We're going to take a twist. So we're bringing that right hand to the back, left hand forward. We're twisting with the upper body, listening to the body. If you're here today, that's perfect. That's where you should be. Listening to your body. We're guiding. We're not forcing, we're guiding. And then come on back into warrior one. And then lowering the hands down and slowly bringing yourself back to seat in that comfortable yoga seat before we do the other side. Let's inhale the hands up, nice alignment of the spine, and then lower the hands onto the knees. So let's now come into warrior one on the opposite side. So find your comfort. You may want to use the side of the chair. So if you come like this, you can send that left leg back and that right knee is over the right ankle. Again, making sure the chair is very sturdy. You could just come into this in part, whatever is comfortable for you. My left foot is coming to a 45 degree, my hips are forward, sending my hands up, coming into warrior one on the chair. And I'm going to lower that left hand onto the left leg, gazing at that right thumb. I'm gazing up at the right thumb. My right fingertips are reaching up. I'm exhaling. I'm still connecting to my breath here. Nice. Bring that left hand up. And then lower down. So we're going to come back to center, bringing your chair back. You could do whatever you want. You're in your house. Move your chair around, making whatever you need to bring in closer. Let's bring those arms to a T. Inhale those hands up. Beautiful. And exhale, lowering down. So we're going to come into warrior two, very similar as to how we came into warrior one. First, you're going to figure it out. So depending on the kind of chair that you have. So you're sending that left foot forward. Left knee is over that left ankle. Usually you've got that back foot is aligned with the back of the mat. So right now, this is what's working for me. Again, you can angle the chair differently. And now if you can probably visualize, you could see that my left heel is actually intersecting my right foot, which is what happens when we're standing in warrior two. So we're bringing the arms to a T, very sturdy here, you should be too. Gazing over the left fingertips, and you can always just do the arms here. So if you're seated, you're facing me, and your hips aren't feeling like you're gonna come into these poses today, stay seated forward. Just do the arm work. Engage your core. We're gonna turn that left palm up, and we're coming into peaceful warrior, seated, right hand on that right leg. Left fingertips up and over, stretching that left side of the body. If you want, you can bring that right hand to the chair in front of you. You can hold on to the chair behind you. Use your chair. The chair is here to give you support, to bring the earth closer, to allow you to come into poses. So it's very, very important to stay connected with the chair. And slowly coming back to warrior two. One breath in, one breath out. Nice. Let's bring the palms together. Bring those hands up and lower to heart center for balance. Then let's start to walk those legs together. Bring your seat back around, or if you stayed seated straight and you're just using the upper body, then you're already facing forward. Inhale those hands up. Realign the spine, palms and fingers together, and lower to heart center. So now we're going to come into warrior two on the opposite side. Again, listening to the body, knowing that you can stay forward and just doing the upper body work. So if you are going to come into warrior two and you want to turn the chair, you may not have to turn the chair. I'm simply doing it because of the way the chair is structured with the high back and a wide seat. So I'm kind of unable to maneuver because the bottom of the seat is so big. So I've got my back leg at that 45, it's parallel with the back of the mat, or where the back of the mat would be. My right heel is intersecting that imaginary line from my right heel through my left foot. Right knee is over that right ankle, bringing the arms to a T, warrior two, fingertips reaching in opposite directions. If you're doing just the upper body and arms, that left arm should be at the same height as the shoulder. Both hands, you're gazing over the right fingertips. Let's turn the right palm up. Left hand on the left leg. Stretching the right side of the body here. Breathing through it. Nice, peaceful warrior. Feels good, right? And slowly come back to a T. Fingertips are reaching. Turn those palms up. Hands are coming up. And then let's lower to heart center. So before we come out of it, depending on how you came into your warrior two, I'm going to use my chair for support. Bring those legs together. Angle my chair forward a little bit. Find my seat. Going to inhale those arms up. And exhale, lowering down. We're going to come into a forward fold again. So I've got the hands behind the back of the chair. I'm kind of having them up a little bit higher than I did when I first started, because now I'm a little bit more open and I'm a little more used to it. And I'm hinging from my hips. I'm coming forward. My hands are sliding up, giving me a little bit more distance, maybe softening the neck a little bit here. And if you want, you can lower your hands to the earth. If you have blocks, if you have books. So we're just coming right back into a nice kind of restful, almost, and grabbing onto opposite elbows, almost like a rag doll forward fold. Making sure, of course, your chair is sturdy. You don't want that chair lifting up. If you feel any movement, you can push your seat back. Slowly lowering the hands to the earth, and you can help yourself up to a nice comfortable seat. And here we are. Let's inhale the hands up again. Nice stretch, and then lowering down onto the knees. So we're going to do a little bit of balance here, even though we're seated on the chair. When we're doing our standing poses, our feet are our foundation. It's our only foundation. When we're seated, our feet are part foundation, but our seat is also our foundation. So we're going to work from our seat up for the upper body. So we're going to bring our hands up over our head, inhale, and then kind of looking at your fingertips, we're going to exhale and imagine your breath traveling down your body, both sides to your seat. And that's where you're going to let go of that energy in the seat. So inhale, and it's elevator down, all the way down to the seat, all the way down the spine to the lower back as the tightness releases and you're finding balance in the seat. Inhale, fingertips up, and exhale, lowering down. And then lowering the hands onto the knees. So we're going to come into almost like almost a pigeon pose here. So if you can, we're going to ground the right foot down. You can put the right foot on a book or a block, and you can lift that left leg up onto the right knee. So I'm going to use that foot right on the earth. I've got my left foot, my left knee is soft. Any discomfort at all, come out, only you know. So we're gonna hinge forward over that left leg. Something that you can do is put a block up here and hinge over from the hips, so we're reaching over. Any discomfort in the knee, any discomfort, you come out of it. Now we're just gonna roll forward, maybe bringing the hands down. If you want, you can also try to hug that leg, maybe bringing that right arm, right, that elbow crease on the outside of that right foot, the elbow crease under the knee, maybe just connecting the fingers. Just holding for a breath or two. And this may help a little bit with sciatica. It's tricky here, and we're slowly going to come out of it just like we come slowly out of everything. You can always help the knee. You can take your foot off, you can help send that leg back, and then let's just roll onto the balls of the feet, then onto the heels and the balls of the feet, and just move around. And then we're going to prepare to come into pigeon on the opposite side. Again, if you need a little bit of height, you could do that. And this is, again, another one of the poses where you may find it a lot easier to come into on one side, and it's maybe even impossible on the other side. So just know that this is perfectly normal. And from day to day, there are some days where I could do very deep pigeon poses and other days where I can't. I'm listening to my body. I'm actually feeling a little bit tighter on this side, so I'm going to see what happens. I don't know. I'm going to reach for my block and just have it handy. So I've got it near me. It could be a book, it could be a pillow. So we're going to bring that elbow crease to the foot and then the elbow crease outside the knee. And you can just kind of lock fingers, thumbs, whatever you have. And then we're hinging forward over there. You'll feel that stretch on that left side. Another thing you can do if you have it in your practice, if you're, feeling very, bendy and everything's feeling right, you can lift that right leg up and maybe even rock the baby a little bit. Whatever feels good for you today. And then we're slowly going to come out of it. Send that right leg down. Find your nice comfortable seat on the chair. Point and flex the feet. And then just kind of find your nice grounding down on the chair. As we're kind of coming a little bit toward the end of our practice, we're just going to do some leg lifts. We're going to move from the hips. We'll do a little bit of open and close. So finding a nice comfortable seat, as always, take that deep breath in and exhale to release from that lower back. Beautiful. So we're going to lift that left knee up. See if you can get the left knee up so the left foot is at the same height as the right knee. Lift it, extend it, flex, point, flex, point. Bring that left knee up so that left foot is aligned with that right knee. One more time, extend it, flex, point, flex, point. Use your chair as support any way that you need to. Left up and lower down. Realign yourself, find the best comfort you have in your chair. And then we're going to lift that right knee up. Right knee is aligned with that right foot's aligned with that left knee. Extend the leg, flex and point, flex and point. Bring that right knee up. Right foot's aligned with the left knee. Left knee is lifting up. Extend it out, point and flex, point and flex. Bring that right knee up. And then lower down. And we're just going to heel toe our feet apart a little bit. This time we're going to place our hands on our knees. We're going to make sure that seat is nice and pushed up against the chair behind you. And we're going to hinge forward, coming into a wide leg forward fold. And if you can lower down to the earth and placing the hands right on the inside of the feet. You can come into a yogi toe lock if you want, taking the 2 pointer fingers and the middle finger and then hugging that big toe with the thumb, extending and reaching up, aligning the spine, and then pulling yourself down into the forward fold, and rising up, and lowering down, and slowly releasing the toes, heel toeing the feet together, helping yourself up, bringing those arms to a T, inhaling those hands up, and we're going to come into that gentle twist that we did in the beginning of class. This time just keeping that left hand on, cupping that right knee, and the right hand's coming behind you. Inhaling and exhaling, nice and gentle. Releasing. One more breath. Gentle guides. Back to center. Arms to a T. Inhale those arms up. And exhaling, twisting in the opposite direction. And don't worry about turning your hand around this time. We're coming toward the end of practice, so we're really kind of warming down now. Inhale and exhale. And coming right back to center. Inhale those arms to a T. We're going to bring those arms up, just like you have field goal arms here, right? Field goal arms are, everything's parallel. The elbows are aligned with the shoulders, everything, the arms, the lower arms are at 90 degrees. And we're going to drop, I'm going to take a deep breath in and drop the arms and open the chest, coming into cactus arms. On that exhale, just releasing. Inhales and exhales to release. Opening up the chest, opening up to that heart chakra. And then we're going to inhale the hands up, palms and fingers together, and lowering the hands to heart center. Bringing the arms out to a T, taking a nice full body seated stretch, inhaling the arms up, bringing the hands together again, bringing that chin toward the chest and just lowering the hands down. And we're going to align the back with the back of the chair. So from the seat all the way up the back. Just aligning the back with your chair. Exhales, letting the back kind of melt into your chair. Getting as comfortable as you can in your chair. Taking a chair shavasana at this time. Exhales, noticing the back, the lower back. How does it feel up against the back of your chair? Take a deep breath in and an exhale out. And just connect to your breath. Feet should be nice and flat on the earth. Shoulders releasing stress. Spine releasing stress. Lower back, those are the exhales. 1 or 2 more breaths here. Letting everything just melt. Letting everything soften. You gently just start to turn the head to the right and then to the left. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe send the feet out a little bit in front of you, rotating the ankles. We're going to inhale those hands up nice and slowly over our head. Palms and fingers together, and lower to heart center, chin to chest. I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to guide you through this class today. It was an honor, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. Please feel free to come back and watch Project Independence exercise classes on North Hempstead television. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace. Peace to you and to all of your families. Namaste.